Hi friends, I'm here with a yoga offering. As always, please go at your own pace, rest whenever you need to, and feel free to skip things or change things if they're not working for you today. Let's begin sitting. If you have something you want to sit up on, you can grab a blanket or cushion. Come into a comfortable cross-legged position. We'll take a few moments with eyes closed or soft gaze towards the floor. Begin to slow down your breath. And let your breath be an anchor to come back to. If you notice that your mind has wandered or you're checked out, just as soon as you notice, come back and feel your breath again. Slow it down, deepen it. Let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus, and feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you throughout your practice. Let's begin by taking the right arm up. We'll bend it straight back on itself. Grab your elbow, take it back, and feel free to move around here, explore. And then release, arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, hugging it in nice and close. And as you do this, draw back through your right shoulder so you're still square across your chest. Release, arm out, rotate your thumb to point down, wrap it around behind your back, interlace fingers at your waist. Pull your knuckles around towards the front, elbows go towards one another, and then circle your right shoulder. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest, and then fold forward any amount, maybe just dropping your head or perhaps coming part way or all the way towards the floor. And then release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top. And take the left arm up, bend it straight back on itself. Grab your elbow, take it back, and then feel around within the pose. What do you notice here? Let's release, left arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, hug it in close, drawing back through your left shoulder. And then release, arm out, rotate your thumb to point down, wrap it around behind your back. This time when you go to interlace your fingers, try the other thumb on top, elbows go towards one another. And then circle your left shoulder. Reach both arms back, open up the chest, and then fold. Let's release, come up, hands to knees, round back, lean away from your hands on your knees. And then roll your way back up. And let's bring the feet to the floor, hip width apart. Shift your hands to the floor in front of your feet. Take a rock front to back. As you rock forward, you can look for stretch through your toes. As you rock back, getting into calves, ankles, Achilles tendon. And just go as slow as you need, so you're being careful with places that need extra care, not skipping over things that are necessarily tight or difficult, but going right to your edges very carefully. Drop the heels, lift the hips, and come back to hang in Ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. And then plant your hands near the front of your mat. Let's step back, coming into a high push-up position. Engage your core, lifting up from the underside. Shift your weight forward to lower down, low push-up. And then come into your back bend. This could be low or high. Little baby cobra, or perhaps coming into up dog. And then back to down dog. Take your time waking things up, moving around, taking any exploration that helps you get in your body. Let's drop the knees and sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left. And then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And then back to center. Let's lift up through table. Come back through down dog. Bend your knees, look forward, and lightly hop or step your feet to the front of your mat. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Let your head release fully. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, let's take the right leg up to the ceiling. Bend your knee to your chest and start circling this bent right knee. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, circle your ankle a few times. Take your leg a little higher, and then a big step forward, high lunge. Let's hold here with hands on the floor this first time. If it's difficult to reach the floor, grab something to bring the floor up to meet you. As you inhale, lengthen the back leg a little straighter. As you exhale, sink hips a little lower. Just a slight pulsing. Inhale, accentuating the length. Exhale, sinking low. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink. One more breath like this, lengthen. And sink. Now let's inhale and straighten the front leg, part way or all the way. Exhale, slow, deep bend. Take your full breath to arrive. Inhale, yawning open. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen, just going to your hamstring stretch. Exhale, bend. One more like this, lengthen. And bend. Inhale, step back, high push-up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And please take the time you need for all your transitions. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times, big circles, both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then a big step forward, high lunge. Inhale, lengthen just the back leg. Exhale, hips low. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink. One more breath like this. Now straighten the front leg, part way or all the way. Exhale, slow, deep bend. Inhale, yawning open. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Let's take one more like this. Inhale, step back, high push-up. Exhale, lower. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog or child's pose or sitting. 5 deep breaths, some neutral shape, resting. Last breath here. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. As you sink the hips low, can you still lift your head high? Go towards a long, straight spine, long, even torso. Last breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, let's step the left foot forward just a couple of inches with the toes turned out. Reach your left hand to the inside to take hold of your ankle or calf or foot. Shift your weight into your left foot and lift the right leg up. Maybe even looking under your right arm. If you start to fall, you can always bring your left hand back to the floor and either keep it there or get steady and bring it back to your ankle. One more breath here. Release both hands to the front. Step the right foot forward, warrior one. Let's open out, warrior two. Flip the right palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior two. And then straighten the front leg, triangle. Reach out to come down. You can bring your hand to your shin, your ankle, a block, or the floor. And then release. Make your way to down dog, however you get there. From down dog, we'll step the right foot just a couple of inches forward, toes turned out. Bring your right hand back to take hold of the inside of your right foot and then lift the left leg up, rolling open through your left hip, looking under your left arm. While you're concentrating on balancing right at your edge, can your face be relaxed? Can your breath be steady? And then release both hands to the front. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one. Open out. Whew. Warrior two. Take your time getting your footing. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior. And then straighten the front leg, triangle. One more breath here. And let's release. Hands to the floor. This time turn to face the wide side of your mat, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. And we'll use this as a resting pose. Let the upper body release. If it's difficult to reach the floor, you might use a block. You can also take your legs closer or further away from one another. Bend your knees a little or a lot. See if you can even out the weight between your toes and your heels. Now either stay where you are or widen your stance for straddle splits. So if you start to take your feet further apart and you can't go any further, it means you're there, you've arrived. It's going to look different for different bodies, so you're just finding your edge. If you come far enough out that it would make more sense to support yourself on your elbows, feel free to do that. Make sure your feet aren't sliding to a distance that's dangerous or too far for you. Feel where you are. Let's toe heel the feet back in until they're about hip width apart. And we'll lower the hips coming into a squat malasana. If your heels don't easily come to the floor, you can turn your toes out, widen your stance. You're also welcome to sit on something or slide something under the heels for support. I'm going to open up the knees using the elbows. And as best you can, roll your shoulders back and down so the chest is nice and open. We'll work our root lock here, Mula Bandha. Same as a Kegel exercise. As you exhale, draw the pelvic floor muscles in and up. As you inhale, release that. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. And then engage and keep holding, keep breathing, drawing in strongly through the bottom and connecting that to the top. Feel the full length and space of your spine, your torso. And then release. Let's go ahead and take a seat back and extend the legs forward. You can take the flesh of the sit bones back. If you want to sit up on something, you could also slide a little something under the hips. And we'll fold over the legs. You might grab your feet. If the feet are out of reach, you could use something like a strap around the feet or go back to having hands on the floor. As you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, fold. Check that your shoulders are down, away from your ears. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Let's get set up for a supported fish. So you will need some props for this. I like to do supported fish over a couple blocks. You might choose blocks, blanket, rolled up towel, cushion, foam roller. There's lots of things you might use. So choose something. It's going to go behind the upper back, pretty high up, just low enough that the tops of the shoulders can fall off the end of the thing. You don't want it anywhere near the lower back where we already have a nice arch in that direction. Depending on how high the thing you've chosen is, you may want something else to support your head. Could be a block or cushion or something else. Arms can be overhead or out to the side. Legs can be bent or straight. Notice if there's any gripping in the lower back. If so, try and tuck your tail towards your heels. If there's still gripping or pain there, you may want to do this with feet on the floor instead. If the thing you've chosen is not quite working for you, try something else. In general, the smaller or softer the thing you choose, the less intense it will be, and you may need to take it down quite a bit to find a level of intensity that works for you. All of our bodies are very different. If you've got tighter shoulders and chest, Maybe like an inch roll of a blanket is a good place to begin. If you want more intensity, try something harder or higher. In general, in our physical yoga practice, we're moving all the things in all the ways. And you may notice in your regular daily activities, there's certain shapes or positions you hold more than others. So, for instance, if you picture your body sitting at your computer or doing work with your hands in front of you, kind of hunched forward, that may be a position you're in more than, say, this position we're in now. This doesn't come into my daily activity hardly at all. So this is like yoga therapy. It's bringing a little of the opposite to bring more balance. If we only move in one way, the body will start to conform to support that. You get tight in certain places, weak in certain places, and then there can be lots of collateral damage in that. So we want to keep everything mobile in all the ways it can move. If there's a way that you are not moving, try and move in that way. So this could be good yoga therapy for sitting at your computer. A couple moments here, and this can be done anytime. You don't have to be warmed up. Could be the only thing you do, a couple of minutes here at the end of your day, or as a little restoration. If you want to stay where you are longer, you are welcome to. If you're ready to release now with me, one gentle way of doing so is to interlace your fingers behind your head. Lift your chin to your chest, take the pressure off. And then lean to one elbow to move your stuff out of your way. When you get down, just check in. Notice how you feel here. What do you feel like doing now? I'm going to wind down this practice. If you want to keep practicing, that's always an option. If you'd like to wind things down with me, check in with your body. What do you need? I'm going to suggest a happy baby pose next. Grabbing the soles of the feet, pressing the knees towards the floor, and that can be done in stillness or with a little rocking. You can stay with what you're doing until it feels complete, and just ask again, what's needed now? I'm going to take a twist. You're welcome to join me, bringing one knee across for a couple breaths. And then same thing other side, or continue wrapping things up in the way that feels good for you. You can keep asking yourself what's needed and doing that when nothing else is needed. Start getting comfortable. Maybe you adjust your clothing or grab some props or do a little self-massage. Eventually coming into a symmetrical, relaxed position for your final resting pose, Shavasana. letting go. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking your body up again. And this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles, eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. Use your hands to help you up to sitting. We'll bring hands together at the heart and just take a moment to silently thank yourself for your practice. And you can let that gratitude expand out to the people and circumstances that make it possible for you to be here. And that could extend far and wide. Maybe even sending gratitude and well wishes to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you have a good rest of your day.